Yo, what is going on YouTube? This is Fury, bringing you the newest how to improve your competitive gameplay video playlist, whatever you want to call it. As you can tell, I'm now switching my focus from Dom to Blitz somewhat. Since Blitz is a new game type, I figured a lot of people have never played this game type. I mean, none of us have played this game type before. This is a completely original game type to Call of Duty. So I figured, hey, my people might be struggling with it. So I might as well try and help you guys out. So before I dive into specifically what on Warhawk will help you guys like improve, um, I figured I might as well go over the two basic things that your team has to have in order to be successful on Blitz. So first off, you always have to have good communications with your teammates. If one of your teammates dies, your whole team has to react, not just one player. Your whole team's gonna have to fall back or decide to trade kills or trade caps. It's not the worst thing to let caps in if you know how to effectively trade caps with the other team. So if they cap and you cap, hey, no big deal. So you have to be able to be like really flexible with that, and also you have to have different play styles on your team. You can't all just be OB slays just trying to get kills and then maybe get a cap or two. You have to have OBJ that can get a lot of kills, but also get caps. You have to have a sub player be really sneaky that who might not get the most kills, but they'll definitely get the most caps by playing sneaky. And then you have, of course, the Slayer that's going to pretty much control your side of the map and make sure he cleans up anyone that that people let by. Like some sub players let people by, and they call out, "Hey, I let one go by me on American." So then it's the Slayer's job to pick that up. So communication and different roles are key. So as you can see, this is an overhead view of Blitz Warhawk. The blue side, this is just what we like to do as breakouts. It's nothing you had to do. Your team can do a completely different setup. It's up to what your team wants to do. So on blue side, I like going left side. I always like pushing American on both sides and just getting that gunfight and just trying to get a cap really fast. Our Slayer, Freaking Geekin, likes to go up the middle and try to like control middle, make sure that no one can get run right through middle and get a quick cap on us. And then our two OBJs mostly go right side off the break because that's a huge area to control. So obviously you don't have to run exactly where my lines are showing, but that's just sometimes what we like to do. So red side, like I said before, I like going to American side and just getting that kill and then pushing towards mid, trying to get a quick cap. Freaking Geekin likes pushing to like mid map and tries to like pick anyone off trying to rush right down mid street. And again, our two OBJs push water tower side and try to control that. So now I'm going to be hopping in the game and showing you guys a little bit of the gameplay and giving you guys more information on the breakouts of this map. Alright guys, what's going on? Back. We are going to be going over the breakout strategies that your team wants to use when playing Warhawk Blitz. So there should be usually 3 subs, 1 AR, as we went over there. So me personally as a sub, I like to play real sneaky. So I like to push left side and just like see like if they most teams will send one, and I like to kill that guy and then immediately just run for it and try and get a cap, because they're going to start spawn right side. And then our 2 other subs, I believe, are going here. And one, like, I think, watches left side water tower, while the other one can, like, push up towards here, get the water tower or the cross. And then, freaking our AR, he normally goes middle since that's the only thing that's uncovered, like that we haven't done, but you have to be very careful if you are starting back here. I think they definitely get to Gina's before you get right here, so they can hard aim this shit and just knock your ass out. So you have to be really careful. I would say just like you can play a defensive role. It's not bad to play defensive, especially as an AR player. just make sure like you have complete control that they can't like rush through middle, get post office, or get mid alley. Uh, Blitz is really about communication, so you're gonna wanna, if left side goes down, if I die on left side, I have to tell Nate right away because they could immediately just flank, kill him, and then get an easy cap. So that's like the breakout usually. For every team it varies. That's really important. Like it's really pretty much what your team wants to do. And then for the other side, I again push right side. I like challenging right side. Uh, Even though like you shouldn't really be pushing right side, and I'll show you guys that later. But oh shit. Hey, kind of forgot about that. That sucks. I wish there was like a reverse portal. Like so we're playing Portal 2. Let's go in and out of the portals. Teleporting around the map. Okay, so gonna avoid that. And then our two other subs again push the same exact side. And one can go through tin, one can go through water tower. Again, it varies depending on what your team likes to do or wants to do. And then, as you can imagine, the other AR is going to try and go middle and rush to bottom Gina's, and then just pop anyone trying to get a quick cap up through middle. So that's like covers the breakouts, guys. So now I'm gonna go over the kind of like power spots and spawn traps areas that you guys want to utilize and be cautious of. Alright gang, back. Now as you can see, different type of overhead view, not as many lines, more dots. Lots of dots, more dots. So the big circles that aren't filled in, those are the spawn trapping areas that people are going to spawn in if your team has the correct setup. So let's start off as you're the blue team pushing into the red portal. So you're going to be wanting to set up in a similar fashion to where the blue dots are right now. So you can have two people towards American, and you can have like one just keep on relaying. Obviously, it's going to be different with the situations, but mainly like two over there. You're going to want to have one in front Gina is making sure like no one's sneaking by, and then one right by water tower watching the spawn. Like he's going to be really close to where the other team is spawning, as you can see. And then that's what you want to ideally set up as. Obviously, it's very hard to do. Like on that one especially, that's hard to do. But if you get it, you're gonna get a lot of caps. So then on the other side, red team trying to sponsor trap blue team, you have to always have that red dot on right side. And then if your teammates are pushing up adequately on the water tower side, they should be forcing them to spawn right in front of you on the right side. And then you should have one mid to help out on the spawn trap or be able to cap pretty easily. So now I'm going to hop into the gameplay and show you a little bit more about the spawn trap areas and power spots. So now we are going to jump into the power spot / spawn trap areas of Warhawk Blitz. And on Blitz, it's really important to notice that you don't want to be just like completely set up in one certain area, because if the other team realizes that you're just set up on a certain area, they're just gonna go around you and like just sneak past you. So obviously I would have an AR if I was the Slayer, and the only real power spots that you should be using are like if you're a Slayer / like OBJ, like OB Slay kind of thing. So this is kind of, it's not the best power spot, but it'll keep them off the spawn trap. I'll go over the ruthless spawn trap on the other side in a second. But you can go here and you can get anyone left side, or you can just stay right here and just like keep on defending middle and left side. I've seen some people like to like just go up here and just like chill, but if you stand there and like look mid street and no one's there, they're most likely just going around you. So you have to be really cautious. Most ARs like have to end up moving around the map a lot according to where your team is pushing. So um, another thing to note is if you push left side, like if you have two subs going left side, an AR pretty much like right here, looking into Gina's, or a sub like right here, they're most likely going to spawn right over here. So you can have someone set up right here, watching them spawn. It's really hard to do on this side. My team normally doesn't really do it because it's so difficult. So, and then going on the other side, the power spots that you want to like most likely use if you're Slayer or OB Slay is the red truck, obviously. This gives you a huge ass head glitch vantage point against the other team trying to go mid-map. This is actually a pretty good one too. You can see that mid-alley, which a lot of teams on the other side just like to funnel through because they get tunnel vision. They're just like, we need to go, go, go. So you can slay them here, you can slay them going post office, top, and you can quickly, if someone dies on right side, you can just look behind you. And then, so say you have two OBJs over on left side, one pushing middle, and you're the AR. You just want to set up right here, and the other team, if you are applying accurate pressure to their team, is going to spawn right over there. So they're gonna keep on running across. Most people will realize this and try and slay you, but if you're good enough AR and you have a good enough shot, you can keep them from running towards their portal. So I think that's pretty much gonna be it, guys. I really hope you guys found this video helpful, entertaining, useful for you and your competitive team, and hopefully you can improve from this. Other than that, guys, this has been Fury. I'm out. Peace.